Hey everyone, good afternoon for you who woke up with such a cracked voice due to a flu. Today's video we'll be talking about 5 very old animes that's been out again. Some are sequel, others are just reboot or remake, but they are very cool and it's out again for us to watch. The first anime is Inuyasha. This one is cool as hell. I knew it when I was a teenager back in 2007. The synopsis is that there are 2 worlds, one in the humans where the protagonist Kagome lives, and the other is where there are humans and demons, the yokais. There we can find Inuyasha. Kagome was the reincarnation of a woman called Kikyo who carried a rare and powerful orb. Every yokai there wanted the orb, including Inuyasha. Then, in a fight, Kyo seals him on a tree and she dies because she was bleeding before, I don't know why. Decades after, Kagome finds out a hidden well in an old abandoned temple and she ends up dragged into it pulled by an evil spirit. So she goes to the yokai world and there the story begins. Okay, then they made a sequel to this anime, very Naruto and Boruto like, and now this story follows with the characters' daughters, but you'll still be able to see the old characters for old time's sakes. The name of the sequel, however, is a little different. It's Hanyou no Yashahime Sengoku Otogizoushi. Okay, that's quite different. Just do some research and you'll find it. It's very good and it's been published on October 2020. The second anime is Bleach. This one I like it a lot and I watched it twice. It ended right after the Fullbring arc and they dropped it, the same way they did to Fairy Tail. It was only 1 arc to go and they dropped it anyway. The anime is the story of a 15-year-old boy called Kurosaki Ichigo, who is able to see spirit and relate to them. Then a shinigami called Rukia comes to investigate the situation, and after they find themselves fighting a hollow. Then she lends her power to Ichigo and he awakens his shinigami side. There the adventure begins. This anime will have a sequel in this year of 2021, but they haven't set any release date, okay? But it's gonna happen this year. In the end, we might finally see Kizuki's Bankai. I have been told his Bankai wasn't that interesting, but we'll know anyway. The third anime, dude, this is antique. It is called Dragon Quest Dai no Daibōken. This relic was released in the 90s and it's actually a reboot with a more suitable end. Coming from a Japanese RPG game, the story begins with Dai remembering the stories his adoptive grandpa used to tell him about the defeat of the demon king called Hadlar. He was defeated by a dude called Avan. Earth met peace for a decade, then some demons moved to the island where they lived. He was actually the only human there, and when his adventures begin by dreaming of becoming a hero someday. The new reboots episodes are already going on since October 2020. The fourth anime is The World Trigger. This is not actually old, it's from 2014, but I've put it on the list anyway because it's good and it had an absurdly long hiatus. Because of the author is constantly falling ill and he ends up stopping posting. He has such fragile health and he stops publishing the manga chapters from time to time. But in the end, finally the anime has resumed and now we went towards the 2nd season. The story is that the human world is constantly attacked by aliens who come through portals, and there is a warrior institution that is always ready to face the invaders. One of these warriors is also an alien who has been abandoned by his family, and he ended up in the human world, which in the future this would become a controversy and the story develops from that on. Or before, I don't remember. It is worth watching and it's a very good standard shonen. The last one is not old at all, it's quite recent, from 2018, but I've put on the list because I like it and I never thought there would be a sequel. Then I saw that the 2nd season was released a month ago. It's Hataraku Saibou. Yes, that very awesome biology anime. It's worth watching a lot. I have to remind you that the anime was made with such careful research and with a lot of details about the cell work that the biology teacher community asked the author if they could use the episodes in classroom, and he was very agreeable to that. Such a kind person. Now it's gonna be my curiosity if one day they will make an arc about the person that dies so you can see how the cells are gonna act in the environment. Could be cool, you know. My fellows, this is all for today. I hope you like it. and we meet again next Friday. Don't forget the subscription. Bye bye.